Check this out, everybody. 95% humidity in the air. I've got a room and it's pretty humid. In fact, let's take a closer look at what humidity can do when that cold air from a basement or back wall kind of collides with warmer air. It condenses and we've got condensation happening on the floor. I'm going to check my humidifier and make sure that that is set to off. I don't want to add humidity to the air. And in this video, we're going to be reviewing a dehumidifier. This is the one we went with. It's Frigidaire brand. And I basically got this because it has an app and it's a reliable brand. And it has the size needed to do the job. We're going to be putting it together and reviewing it to see if this is a good purchasing decision for you. For example, does it have a pump built in? Does it have a noise level that's acceptable to you? How does the tray empty? And how do you change the filter? Things like that. So let's get started here. It is brand new and it arrived at my doorstep. I'll put links for this dehumidifier and other ones that I recommend based on reviews and price in the description below. You can check that out if you're interested in picking one up for yourself. Now this unit removes 50 pints per day and it's rated for approximately 4,500 square feet. Of course, that will vary based on your humidity factors and other variables that you can't really control, but it's all relative, all these specs. One of the biggest selling features for the price point is the app that's built in, which means you can control it remotely, which is awesome. And you can monitor the humidity from afar if you're traveling or whatnot. Here's the tray. It's a bottom sliding out tray. We'll get everything unwrapped because it comes packed, of course, with the tube. And these little caster wheel things, we'll get these installed. Now, we don't want to tip the unit upside down. That's important per the instructions. So we're just going to very carefully kind of get these wheels on by tilting it. And during shipping, maybe it was turned upside down or whatnot. In fact, we're not going to be able to turn it on until it sits appropriately for the amount of time. And I'll talk about that in just a second. But and it's kind of a heavy unit. You know, you're not going to be able to like pick this up super easily. So it might help to have two people during this process. But the wheel installation is pretty simple. You just tilt it and they just pop on. There's 4 of them and you just kind of got to blindly find the hole here. Not super easy given that we can't tilt this thing or tip it upside down. So we'll get these installed, make sure that they're in the right position, and then boom, suddenly this unit is wheelable. That's what it looks like. We're kind of on an uneven tile surface, but we'll set the timer just for 30 minutes per the instructions. It says you should not turn it on because of shipping. Things have to settle, and I'm not exactly sure why. Here's the drain plug. This is a gravity drain plug. There is no built-in pump to this one, but I'm okay with that. We're going to be draining into a floor drain or using the tank. And so we're going to and it comes with a little tube here, a drain tube, and we'll just plug that in. The drain tube could be a little bit longer in my opinion, but I can understand why they gave you this like flat, like 3 to 5 feet as standard, because if you're going directly into a floor drain, you might not need it. In fact, a longer tube might work against you. So then you can pick up a tube separately. Let's get the app booted up to install it. It's pretty simple, very intuitive, very nice app features and interface. You download it, open it, and select the model that you're interested in installing or connecting with. You'll need to give it permissions. You'll plug in the device after the 30 minutes goes off, and it will automatically find your device, which is pretty intuitive and simple. I love simple connections with Bluetooth. And voila, you are connected. So that means your phone now has control over the device. You can monitor the levels, the humidity levels, and you can turn it on and switch through the various modes remotely, which is cool. It is plugged in, and let's turn it on now. You can see we've got the control panel right here. There's the power button. Let's listen. That was the fan on high in continuous mode. There's an automatic mode where it only turns on if it exceeds the minimum threshold for relative humidity in the air. Let's press play on the movie and see if we can watch the movie with that on, okay? Go ahead and click play. And turn it up a little bit. What do you guys think? Can you hear okay? In the same room? Kids don't seem to mind it. Let me just be quiet and you can listen for yourself. Noise is on the high side, but this thing does work. Check it out. It's already dropped the humidity down to 51% on continuous run after a short amount of time. More app features look like this. Let's change the filter real quick. It will tell you via your app if your filter is dirty, and will also change the water. So let's slide out the tank here on the bottom. It is a bottom loading one, and you do need 2 hands. We're going to power the unit off. It will turn off automatically if you remove the tray. It senses that it's no longer able to drain in the tray, and you remove it like this. There's a little handle that slides up, which is nice, and one-handed operation. Obviously depends on how full it is, and you just pour it out like this. Pretty simple and self-explanatory, I think. And we'll pour it into a drain and put it back into place. Obviously, how long it takes to fill up depends on your context and situation, right? High humidity areas running on full steam or full fan speed continuously will fill up faster than if you're at 70% and maintaining a 60% humidity. So that obviously you need to do some research and figure that out yourself. You can monitor the water temperature or the water level through that little transparent glass piece. Here's the filter, one-handed operation. You can remove it, clean it, and replace it. To clean it, they say just wipe it down, rinse it under water, let it dry, and then put it back. So that's pretty easy. Now let's try the continuous drain. You can see here it does, when you take the plug out, it does pile up a little bit, and some will splash out. But that's normal, and we'll drain it into the drain underneath the washing machine. And this unit, I think, overall is better suited for an area that is like a utility room, as opposed to a place that you're going to be. For example, I've got another video out that reviews a separate one for our main living area, while this one is best suited for a laundry room where noise is a bit more acceptable, and it has continuous drain into the drain underneath the washing machine. So we'll stop the video there. Hopefully this video has helped you answer some questions. It's not perfect, but it is a highly reliable brand, and it does remove air at the expense of a little bit noisier, but overall recommended. Hopefully this helps you out. Cheers.